What's up, guys? This is GC Off-Road. Just got back to the house, got a notification on my phone that one of the packages I ordered had arrived. So I come out to check out what I got. I ordered this last week, got a little project planned, and I'm gonna see if this is gonna work out. So what I'm gonna be using this for is a thumb controller to adjust the idle on my Jeep. So I'm gonna mount this down to the side of the shifter, and basically when I'm running my winch, once I get it installed, or airing up tires, I need to increase the idle of my engine. And if I'm by myself, I can't really hold the pedal down to increase the idle and use the winch or use the air compressor. So what I'll do with this is install it and route the cable to my throttle body, and then I'll be able to preset it at a certain idle range where it revs it up and it stays there while I'm using whichever tool I need to use. Now, aside from the shifter that I ordered, I also received a cable for it, and this will be the cable that I run down through the body up into the engine bay and over to the throttle body to link the shifter to the throttle. So the shifter I ordered comes with a cable on it. It's a really tiny cable. It's about 4 feet long. I'm not going to be using that. It doesn't have the protective sleeve that I need for it, so that's why I ordered the second cable. I'm just going to go ahead and remove this cable out of it and get rid of it. I don't really have a use for it. Now I'm going to get a screwdriver, loosen this bolt, and we'll go down here to the shifter and get it mounted up. So for starters, I'm going to have to put the Jeep in gear and pull the shifter handle off. So, oh, that thing's got a little oomph behind it. Now, the other day, I peeled the plastic back off this shifter knob. I just trimmed it and pulled it off. That way I could fit one of these that I already had on hand for testing. Now you can see once I trim that, it gives it room for that to fit over the bottom and hold on to it. Go ahead and pull it back down. Just kind of reinstall the handle. And we'll see. Now I'm gonna have this thing preset to where it'll go up to about 1200 RPMs when it's fully engaged. So when it's kicked down from there, it won't be doing anything. So now that I've got this installed and lined up, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten everything down. Now next, I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm running the cable through to go to the inside of the engine bay. Floor mat's back here. Now I pulled up this rubber sheet. And you see down here, there's bare metal there where I didn't get it bed lined when I did the floor. And that runs straight through into the firewall of the engine bay. So I'm gonna come in here and try to drill a hole, and I'll route the cable from over here at the side down behind the air vent here that goes in the back floor. I'll run it down the side of the transmission tunnel and up here into the corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill my hole. All right, you guys can see daylight through it. Now I'm gonna see if that hole's big enough for the cable to pass through. All right, y'all see the cable fits through up here. I've got a pack of rubber grommets here. I'm gonna try to fit one down in that hole before I put the cable through it to stay. Come up here, you see right down in here, it's coming through, and I can route it up here around the side and straight across to that bracket. See that I just got that grommet put in and I fed the cable through. Now I'm gonna take the steel cable that I pulled out of the rubber sleeve and I'm gonna mount it to the shifter. All right, so here I just got that cable fed through. You can see I pulled the whole steel cable out of the sleeve over here so I could install it down through that mounting location, and it'll hold it just like that. I've got to remove the cover, that way I can find a way to route the cable up and under the center console. You see I've got the cable routed up through the hole where the shifter lever goes. Now I just got it zip tied down on the inside. So once I get everything put back together, get the cable ran through here, and get everything lined up, I'll use probably just a black zip tie to lock this in place against this shifter lever so it's not moving around. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get the steel cable that's hooked right here. I'm gonna feed it back down through this line, and then I'll have to reinstall the line through the firewall. I got some of these plastic cable straps. I'm gonna mount a couple against it or around the line, and then using some short sheet metal screws, I'm gonna screw them into the body, and that'll hold the cable on the inside here in place. All right guys, so I just routed the line out through there, up across here, and I trimmed the line up right here and put it inside this retainer that goes inside this bracket right here. I've got some extra cable. I'm gonna feed it down through here. This will mount on to the throttle body. Now here, I just slip that piece over the line. I'm gonna go back down and slide it over that bracket, and it'll snap into place. I'm gonna have to put a ferrule or whatever it's called on here as a stopper. That way, when you pull it, this will open up. All right guys, here you can see I just put this little cable stopper on off a bicycle. It's like a threaded type, like a bolt with a hole through it, and the washer tightens down and presses against it. Now this cable is all the way out. You see when it comes up, like when you're pushing the gas, the cable just slides all the way through it. So when it's disengaged and you're just driving, it should not affect the idle at all. I'm gonna go and adjust the cable on the shifter, and then come back and we'll see if it's moved at all. Okay, I can already tell you it's idling about 200 RPMs faster than it's supposed to, and when I engage it, shoots up pretty high. So I'm gonna have to adjust the cable real quick. All right guys, it's still idling a little high, so I'm gonna have to do a little fine tuning, but all in all, it does work. If you're to do this project yourself, you'll have to fine tune it to your rig. Right now it's idling about 700. Let's see, right out here I'll click it. One click starts to rev it just a little bit. I'll have to put a return spring on it somewhere. I'm gonna have to do a little more fine tuning, like I said. But all in all, it works. That's what it looks like. I've got to zip tie some cable up out of the way. But anyways guys, that's my project for this week. That's how I made my own high idle thumb control for using a winch or air compressor. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram at GC Off-Road.